I decided I would do a video showing off some of the shinies that I have in the game. Ignore what's going on the screen right now. There's a few raids going on. Not going to participate in them. Don't need to. I already got Nidoran. Somewhere off in the distance is Armored Mewtwo, which I already got. Yeah, okay. So let's begin. Alright. Not only that, but I figured I would talk about where I got each of them. Every so often I have people tell me, oh, you're lucky, you found a shiny. But it's all completely random, so let's do that. And first of all, let me move myself to this corner so I can organize this by recent. Alright. Okay. This very first one was a Munch Crow, which I've evolved since then to a Haunch Crow. As soon as this responds, there we go. Phone's a little slow, so do it. Alright. Now this, I got way back after, I want to say, what was it? Yeah, about a month after I started playing the game. I had just got done doing my first raid that I won and had started, and done a lot of hunting for about 2-3 hours at Porterville College. I was incredibly tired. I was about to go home. My battery was dying, and so you know what? I'm gonna leave, and I might as well check this very last Pokemon before I go. Might as well, and this was my first shiny. Before, I didn't know what shinies were like, and I saw the stars, and it was purple, so it looked very obviously different. So, this is by far my favorite one because it was my first one, and it is the most dramatically different out of all the ones I have. I've almost maxed it out too. It's a good Pokemon to have. I should probably change the Sky Tag to something else. It's a good dark Pokemon to use in raids. Next one I got was a shiny Diglett. Now I got this one a few weeks later at home. Now I remember it was just randomly when I saw it, and at first I didn't notice the difference. The only difference, it was a Diglett and the nose is a different color. Normally they're pink and, well, these are purple. As you see, I got this one a few days later. So, after not finding them for a long time, just find them like crazy. By the way, you might be wondering what's the point of this video. It's that I'm doing trades with someone, and I might be trading one of my shinies away. So, this is kind of a little documenting everything and possibly a goodbye. So, we'll see. Next was this Blaziken. It started as a Torchic I got on my first community day that I actively participated in. This was on the way back from the cemetery after doing a raid with a friend of mine. At 3 o'clock hit, that's exactly when community day starts. And it was right on the road. It was the first Torchic I tapped in a shiny right then and there. And I made sure to evolve it as soon as I can. Because if you evolve the Pokemon on community day, they have a chance to learn an exclusive move. In this case, it was Blast Burn. And I also made sure to boost it up even further and give it a second move, so it has Blast Burn and Blaze Kick. So you see, 519. Now after that, when I went to go pick up a pizza, I managed to pick up a Torchic. I was, it was in the parking lot outside Little Caesars. The game, the way it does things is that wherever there's a lot of cellular activity, that is where you're able to, find Pokemon in. Obviously, that parking lot gets a lot of traffic and a lot of people go in and out. So while I was waiting on pizza, I caught this little Pokemon. And the next one, also on Community Day, same one, was another Torchic, but I caught this one at home and I evolved it to Combustion. I didn't evolve it all the way. I had some more candy I could have evolved it further, but I like to keep one at each level. So I have one at the highest level, second evolution, and the base level. Next one was this Blastoise that I got on Main Street after doing some hunting. I didn't need a squirrel at the time. I already had a Blastoise and I figured might as well tap it while I'm leaving. And of course it turned out to be shiny. Now the shiny Squirtles don't look too different from regular ones. Regular Squirtles are kind of a brighter blue and these are lighter, but when you turn them around, the main difference is the shell. Normally the shells would be brown, but these are green. See, just like the other one, I made sure to give it a second move, so it has, an ice move, a steel move, and a dark move. So, it covers its base pretty well. Now this one surprised me. This one was just me walking around, and it was also on Main Street. It was a green Rattata, which I evolved to Eradicate, which, you know, it actually think it looks much better than regular Eradicate, which is kind of a light color, and this is nice bright color. You know, nothing else is really different. As you see, I got it a few days later. Let's go back. Let's look. Yeah, see, it was a week later. For a while, I was on a good streak. Around this time, I wound up catching something like 3 Dittos, too. So it was really weird. Alright. Next. Come on. There we go. Next, this was during the whole ground and rock Pokemon event. I had been mainly looking for like Geodude and everything else. Nothing. This one I wound up finding after I had been searching around for about 2-3 hours in the morning, and I was about to leave, and I was right across the street from the courthouse, and there was one by itself, and I figured, well, might as well, you know, I could use the Stardust, and it's my first shiny, so I evolved it as soon as I can. Because I had been catching these Anarifs so much, I had more than enough candy to evolve it right away. So, I like this one. And oddly enough, the next day, I believe, this was after a community day, you know, later that day was community day for Slack Off. Unfortunately, I only caught one, you know, Slack Off, and I evolved it mainly to Slack King. It's not too different from the regular one. The regular one, instead of that light brown around the neck, it has white, and the nose is a slightly different color. But it did learn, you know, the extra move, you know, Body Slam with Yawn. So, it wasn't bad. I would have liked to have one more because there's a huge difference. Now the next day, I caught another Anarif. This one was, again, right at home. Now, as some of you have seen in another video, or earlier when I started this, I live right at a Pokestop. So, I get a few spawns here and there. I could gift people very easily. So. And I don't plan to evolve this one or trade it. Then this one. Now this one is a very interesting story. This happened during the summer when I had been working at my job at a school as instructional aide. It was our break time, and down the street about 2-3 blocks away there's a Pokestop, and I figured I'd get in a little bit of hunting. As soon as I went down there, saw a horsey, went, it was a shiny right away, right on my break. First Pokemon. Caught it right away, and as soon as I was able to, I evolved it. Now, I'm going to show you, I have one more of these, and I'm going to show you what it originally looked like unevolved, and it is probably my favorite one visually about looks. This, I love the color of it, you know. You see 613, and 2 days later, Horsey. This one, the color looks so good. Originally they're light blue, but I love this turquoise color. See, 2 days later, caught it. By the way, before I forget, let me go back. I've had a few offers for this. When I first posted a picture on Instagram, a guy was, you know, messaged me telling me how he has all legendaries, all regionals, unknowns, and he wanted a trade for this Horsey, and I told him straight out no. You know, I could have got an unknown, which is very rare and hard to find, but I like this Pokemon. I've also went raiding before, and someone was asking for a Horsey and willing to pay 20 bucks. Again, no. Now this is interesting. This is right after I did my raiding for Kyogre. Was there? No, Groudon, sorry. When I finally caught Groudon after so many failed attempts, me and another person just said, hey, you know, let's walk some eggs. I took maybe about 2-3 steps. First Pokemon, Diglett. You know, I already have this and evolved it to Doug Trio. And that's not only all. Look at the date, 6/28. About a few minutes later, I caught another one. Ignore what my phone's doing now. I think I accidentally tapped the thing to take a picture. Yeah. I'm gonna have to move myself over to back out. Ooh, hold on a bit. I'm gonna have to catch this. I need one of these badly. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Maybe I'll actually edit this out, or maybe I'll keep it in the video. Probably keep it in. I was hoping that was gonna be a great throw, or at least a nice, but you know. Alright. Cool. Got that taken care of. Oh, alright. Okay, exit that. Now again, let's not forget that. Yeah, maybe I will edit this out. But you know, sometimes these little mistakes, they make a video a little more interesting, and they make things slightly more relatable to people. You know, people get bored when things are a little too perfect. Alright, where was I? Alright. Ignore my neighbors. Now, as I was saying, pay attention to the date on this one. Same date as the other one. Now we're getting a little more, you know, current. Now this has to do with the Jumpstart research that recently came out to try to get players back into the game. I think my video froze. Not sure. It appears it has. As long as you can still get the audio, I guess that's okay. Anyways, in the game, around the 3rd or 4th step, you are given a shiny Eevee. Now, I was trying to decide what did I want. Shiny Leafeon, Glaceon, Espeon. So I decided to go for Umbreon because it's probably one of the more visually appealing shiny Eevees, Eeveelutions. So I had to walk it, you know, 10k, and I evolved it, I believe, on the 4th of July. No. 2 days before the 4th of July. No. I've evolved it on the 4th of July, but I caught it on the 2nd. I do have pictures of it with fireworks when I evolved it. Now this was also very recent too. I caught this one at home, you know, not too long ago. Today is the 14th, 15th. Yeah, I caught this about a week ago. It was a Spoink. And Spoinks are normally gray with a pink top, but this was pink with a gray top. I actually had my friend saying he would pay me money for it, so who knows? Maybe he would still. If I catch another one, I might trade to him. And this pissed off my friend because I wound up catching this the same day. After I'd caught that Spoink, I went hunting for a while. 2-3 hours, got nothing, came back. First Pokemon I tapped when I got home was this nice little Shelder that was this little orangey color. A lot of people preferred that color, but I decided to evolve it because I like the way it looks. You know, it looks way better in my opinion. So, that was about last week. No, that was my last shiny. And I mention all this because Community Day is coming up in a week, which you're almost guaranteed a shiny, and it will be Mudkip. Tomorrow will also be the raid day where you get 5 free passes, and the Pokemon is Entei. So there's, I believe, a 1 in 20 or 1 in 40 chance of getting a shiny, and it would be my first shiny legendary. So hopefully I can get it. If not, oh well. All right.